Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the UMass Minutemen taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. To get us underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the UMass Minutemen head out on offense, and they'll take control first. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. UMass will line up to punt it away. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Going up top on first down. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab on the left. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds after a huge pickup, and he's still short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide out in motion. They'll try it over the left side. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Man, they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd down, going up top. On a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab down the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They'll go back to the ground. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. He'll try it again. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. UMass will line up to punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The UMass offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off.
He's loose at the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UMass.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Bryant. Makes the catch and he's brought down.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Still running at the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Creates a little room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Comes out throwing on first down. Working that left side now. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff from the gun. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Nebraska was able to come away with the win as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Floating away. At the 35, he's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll throw it on first down. He looks that one in nicely. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's going to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. He's going to pass. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They knock him down right there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. Auburn to the line in a hurry. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on second down. They'll try the right side. Makes him talk to the hand. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the single back. Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. You forget about it, you move on, play the next one.
Looking to throw on second down. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes. UMass will line up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Auburn lines up quickly. On second down, he'll let it fly. Feeling some heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. With the catch, it's Simmons. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Using the quick game.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Tigers are on the move. They're going back to the ground. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Auburn! And the pummeling has started. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The UMass offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They're bringing heat. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Right back to the well. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hairston. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game is going.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, baby.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking 2nd and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this, or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
The sure hands, it's Simmons. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He makes the connection. Still running at the 40. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He makes a catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Auburn going to work with another first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll give it to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Slams it ahead. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to pass. It's Hairston. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The UMass offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. A first down for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll immediately call timeout.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this deep.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Washington notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Husky Stadium is worth its weight in gold. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking downfield, it's Hairston. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a and the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. UMass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the offense on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll start this drive firing. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. At the 45, on his way. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. This is what an elite team does. They know